Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers and the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host their annual author fair, now in its third year. We're hosting 20 authors in person at the library in downtown Rochester on Saturday, November 27th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet each of the 20 authors. And now we get a chance to speak with Cecilia Glenn, part of the writing team made up of Cecelia. Hey, Cecilia, how are you?
Hi, Michael. I'm good.
Now tell us about your writing team.
My writing team is myself, and I'm the CC of Cecelia, and then I have a co-author who is my daughter-in-law, Danielle Lee Glenn, and she's the Lee part of Cecelia.
And how do you well, first of all, let's mention the names of the books. You got a series, right?
It's a series. It's called Hello, God, I Know You, and it's made up of 3 books currently, a couple more that are in the works, but they're really meant to talk about and to introduce kids to finding God in nature, the things they experience in nature. So it's what they see, hear, and feel. So it's Hello, God, I See You, Hello, God, I Hear You, and Hello, God, I Feel You are the 3 books currently in the series.
So it's kind of a nature and what you would sense or touch or hear or see out in the wild.
Exactly. So our hope is that not just will parents and kids read them at home, but then they'll actually take those adventures outdoors, spend more time outside, looking and feeling and touching at how they can experience God.
And which was the first book?
The very first book was Hello, God, I See You. And it started with a text from a friend who made a comment about, I saw God this morning in the calm water of the bay. And that just got me thinking. And I mentioned it to Danielle. I said, I think I'm going to write a book. And she said, oh, I've always wanted to do that. And she had my first granddaughter. And so next thing you knew, we started on this adventure and ended up now with 3 books.
That's fantastic. And how do you work the writing with 2 people?
It's interesting that you say that. Well, first of all, technology is a huge help. We used Marco Polo, we use Google Docs, and then of course Zoom. Because of COVID, we did all of this during COVID. And so we started out just on a lot of nature walks. Nobody could see anybody else, so we would all go out and do our own walking, and then it would be like, I saw this, and we'd start figuring out how to make it rhyme, and went back and forth. We penned everything out, had to go all the way back to what is it for rhyming and meter, rhyme and meter, what makes sense, and how do you do it? And we collaborated, and it was pretty much if somebody agrees with it, great. If we both agree, great. If somebody doesn't like it, it's not in.
Wow, that's interesting. And what kind of backgrounds do you have? Anything in teaching or writing previously?
I was in sales. I grew up in corporate sales in banking and finance. So not children's books, but a lot of writing and marketing and selling. So that helped. And then just being parents and now grandparents. Or a grandparent.
Now, would you call these religious books? Or
yeah, it's a great question, and one we get often. We actually represented God as universal. So there's no reference to any particular religion, and we wanted to leave that at this age range, and it's really targeting 0 to 3, 0 to 4. We really wanted that to be something that was left up to the parents. We just think that God is out there to be seen, and however we can help introduce the idea of God, we wanted to do that.
Well, and I love that because I have a friend that, he describes what he sees in nature is there's no way but to say that there's some sort of divine intervention in all of the little intricacies that you see in nature. And so it doesn't matter what denomination or what faith, just that there is something that
Yeah.
put this all together. And I think it's a great way to do it in a book series. And while we only have a few seconds left, but how would you like to invite people to come to the author fair?
Oh, we would love to have people come out, take a look at the books, would love to talk with you and just experience God through the pages of these beautiful books.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Cecilia Glenn. She is part of a mother and daughter-in-law team. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
And together it's Cecelia, and you have an illustrator. We should mention her just quickly.
Yes, Lisa Maria. She was a fantastic illustrator. She was a student. We found her through a Facebook author group. She's just fantastic and really made these pages come alive.
Okay, so it truly is a team to put these books together, and you can see them all at the author fair on November 27th. We look forward to seeing you, the other authors, and all the attendees on that day, which is a free day to come in and shop just in time for Christmas. So we'll see you soon.
Great. Thank you, Michael.